Welcome, my League of Eagles. Oh, my goodness gracious. It's Wednesday, and I am so grateful that you're here because we gather every Wednesday for an episode of Leading Ladies Leaving Legacies, of which you are one. And if you are a gent here, you have a lady somewhere. We're streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. What a gift it is for me to be connected with you each and every time we come together. I am Joy Ruffin. You're a minister of enlightenment, awareness, and awakenings. And oh, do we have an awakening today? A good one. They always are. And also your signature style specialist. And our theme for this month, bloom boldly. That's what my featured guest and I are doing today. We're taking it up a notch or two, our energy, because the world needs your color. So let's rise and soar together. And one of the things I want you to do is just sit back and let me share with you a little bit about my featured guest speaker, Kellie Olver. Now, let me share this with you. Kellie is a beauty industry veteran. So much more. She was with HSN and blah, 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 blah. It goes on. And now she has a great book out. But I want her to tell you a little bit more about her. So all you have to do is buckle in, sit back and relax and help me welcome our featured guest speaker. Kellie, as they say on the telly, come on up. Kellie Olver, welcome.
I love that. Kellie on the telly. Don't you just love that?
I do. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm so excited. My book is out there and I'm getting a lot of traction with it, which makes me really, really happy. And another reason that it makes me really, really happy that they're ordering it is because everything I put in that book is backed by science. There are tons of clinicals about all of and I'm not talking laser. I'm not talking, what do you do, a facelift? I'm talking about real techniques, at-home techniques that you can use that work and will give you the desired results that it promises. And that's what's special.
Love it. Let's back up a little bit. I don't like to get ahead of the game, so to speak. First off, you have this book.
Yes.
We're going to talk a little bit about that. Just give us the title of the book, right? There you go. The title of that book is
Secrets of Ageless Beauty, How to Look and Feel 10 Years Younger for the Rest of Your Life.
Now, I love the title. We're going to talk about the book a little bit more, and we're going to bring it up in our mid-session when we take a little reset. But for now, you started to tell us, Kellie, but tell us a little bit about the inside-out approach to beauty, because it isn't just skin deep. And that's what you approach and speak to us about. Because we hear this everywhere, inside out and blah, 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 internal, external. You share with us what that means to you when it comes to beauty.
Well, I know what it means for me. I mean, I've been doing this inside outside work for a long, long time. Like, I would say starting around 2010, 2012, I learned that what you put on your skin, like a lotion or a potion or a serum, it goes down to about that deep. It doesn't get absorbed into the body, which is good, especially if you're using a toxic Botox. That's not good for you. But what I discovered out of necessity, that there is a wonderful way for you to work from the inside out by the food that you eat. And the food that you eat is what I call purpose-driven food, because every food on this planet has a job to do. It can be everything from repairing a tear in your intestine, or it could be, just building strength in your bones, reducing inflammation. Every food, like pineapple. Would you ever think in a million years that a pineapple could help you reduce inflammation? I mean, well, that's true. And so this is where it came into play for me. Whereas when I started eating like this, which is just healthy eating, I was discovering that my skin was getting better and better and better. And I'm thinking, well, what am I doing different? Well, you're still drinking your collagen. You've got great results with your collagen, but you know what? When you eat this kind of food, even the shape of your face has started to change. And I'm thinking to myself, how does that happen? Your body is an amazing instrument that works for you and not against you. And that's why I think when it comes down to eating real food, not packaged food, not fried food, what else is there? Not, what's some other one?
Chemicals.
Yeah, unbelievable. I have a course that I created, and it's called Absolutely Ageless. And one of the little subsets that I did, I took a chicken breast, and it was a prepackaged chicken breast from a diet center or whatever. And I looked at the nutritional value. There was virtually 3 or 4 grams of protein, and the rest of it was sugar and chemicals, nasty chemicals for preservatives. And I'm thinking to myself, no wonder people aren't getting healthier. They're getting sicker because their body is taking in all of this gunk, and it's clogging your body, and you're not getting, you're getting older. You start to look older when you eat this way.
Yes. And you know what, Kellie, thank you for the book, and thank you for sharing with us, because what you're bringing to the fold now is this ageless thing. I get it, anti-aging. I get the verbiage and the marketing and promotional of it. Aging is inevitable. Growing old is optional. Hi, Diane. Good to see you. Have a friend here, my lady love.
Hello, Diane.
What you mentioned earlier about foods and the type of foods to eat, healthy foods. And you also started off by saying the type of products that you put on your body, especially your face, how they are absorbed into the body makes a big difference. And then along with the right nutritional foods. So then we go to the science behind this, because I was raised on sugar, fat, and lard. So only as I began to evolve and to grow and to study and to learn as you're teaching us and read, did I get what you're sharing with us now. So what is the science behind this looking younger? You mentioned it, you alluded to it, but give us more depth about that.
All right. When you have, okay, I'm just going to right off the bat, just start off with, when you have science backing it up, you know exactly what you're going to get.
Yes.
Period, end of story. And that's what I love about science. So I'm going to ask you a question right now. Okay.
Yes.
Joy?
Absolutely.
Do you know that your facial bones are shrinking in your face?
I happen to know that, my lady love, because I have read and kept up and stayed with a lot of this stuff. Not only the facial bones and contortion and figure of the face, but a lot of other things. That's why this ageless thing, it's awareness, it's knowledge. And that's what technology, for those who want to know, will do. The food, the exercise, and all of that stuff. But you tell me more. Yes.
Okay. I just want to emphasize how proud I am that you know all about it, because
not all, enough.
Are you doing anything to corrective to help to replenish bone mass?
Absolutely. I hope so. Anyway, tell me what you want people to do so that they know.
Well, there's just several products out there that do work. And I know that when it comes down to, collagen is a big word, right? I mean, it's been a big word for a long time. And I know everybody's going, yeah, collagen. But it really has a lot of benefits that it can do, which is including putting collagen back in your bones, which is really, really important. So that's just one thing I wanted to share. Other things about the science. What happens is when you digest this food, it is broken down to its tiniest particle, and it goes directly to the places in your body where it needs it the most. Now, does it get to your face? Absolutely it does. Because as we get older, and if we're not eating properly, what starts to happen is our skin starts to sag. Now, I'm going to digress for a second. Just because your skin sags, okay, you have loose skin. But once you start building up those bones, that's going to help to lift the skin, right? So that you don't look like you have sagging skin. So you have a huge advantage. And the proper food, so there's wrinkle removing food, inflammation fighting food, collagen boosting food, skin tightening. All of these things come into play simply by eating them, digesting them. You get the nutrients, whereas when you are eating bad food, you get bad nutrients. It's really obvious to see how that transformation will take place. It takes about 28 days to see a facial transformation, but that transformation is real and it only gets better. This is why people will say to you, like they said to me, which is one of the reasons why I wrote this book. I was at a retreat in Switzerland. They were talking about eating food. It changes the appearance of your face. And I said, well, why does it do that? And it does that because your body is literally evolving with all of the good food that is available, and your body is constantly in a state of renewal.
Makes sense? Kellie, this is a known fact for you and I, and for many out there, but so many are not aware, because what you're saying, and correct me if I'm wrong, because all the different collagens that are available to us today, when it comes to the bones, the skeleton of the body, and the food and the nutrition and how we absorb it, most are not aligned and connected where they're able to do this. And what you're sharing with us, if I'm not mistaken, I haven't read your book yet, but I'm going to, is that do you get the right collagen that will do the bone replenishing, replacing, and also the foods, and they work in alignment together. Right. Would there be any truth in that? And what can you share with us about that?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Well, it's all backed by science. So in my book, I'm going to just show you this. My chapter number 2 is called Ageless Nutrition. It's on page 29. It's spelled out everything that you need, which vegetables, why you need these vegetables, why you need the fruits. It talks about certain nutrients that you really need to have. Like, I'm really not one about supplementing, but I am getting younger. Let's just say
I love that.
Big time. Can't help it, but it's doing it. You know, one of my mantras, one of my taglines was, and this was back from 2012, growing younger every day. Now you say that, growing younger every day.
Growing younger every day.
Before you go to bed. Anyway, I digress. So I talk about serious supplements. A lot of people don't know about it, like astaxanthin. Astaxanthin comes from red algae, and it's more powerful than vitamin C. It's like 6,000 times more powerful than vitamin C. This little capsule with red algae extract inside. It's amazing. I started taking that. Alpha lipoic acid, beta carotene, selenium, vitamin C, vitamin E, papaya enzyme. So it gives you very specific foods that you should eat, add to your diet. But the beautiful thing about it is it's not nasty tasting. It's real. It's rich. The flavor, once you start eating like this, the flavor just explodes in your mouth. But if you're used to eating packaged foods or dehydrated foods or fast food, you're not going to get that. You're going to get boring, bland food that's going to hurt you. It's going to break your body down. So yes, I have made it really easy for you to pick the perfect menu with all of the fruits and vegetables and meats. You know, meats are very important as well, and the type of meat that you get. So I take this for granted because I've been living this since 2012. So for me, it's like, This
is why we love those of us who know you and are aware and have read the book or will be getting the book, because you talk about ageless beauty at any age. It's not anti-aging, it's ageless. There's a big difference. And that means not only for the seasoned generation, but for the younger generation, because the more you know and the more you're aware of what you're just talking about and shared with us, the more you're going to be able to age with grace, dignity, and regard for your own temple, this vessel we call the body. Right?
All right, but I am here to tell you, expect a change. Expect you will look younger. Now, this is a bad picture. I call this Kellie's proof. It's in my book. You open up the page, and this is the first thing that you see. Anyway, this was messed up, and it's getting fixed. But the difference, here I am, and it's at 39 years old. And here I am at 53. Look at how my face shape has changed from this to this. Here I'm 39. Does she look 39 or does she look 39? This is the transformation. I did nothing different except for eating the foods that I discovered for myself. Like all of the beauty building foods, I've got over 100 beauty building foods, and with the description of what it does for your body. You just start eating those. Start adding those into your lifestyle. You know, Go easy, a little bit at a time, but you will start seeing the changes.
Well, that's what we're going to talk about when we come back here. I'm going to take a quick little reset, but Kellie, you're overloading us in the best way with all of this knowledge, awareness, with love and wisdom that you've gained, that you're sharing with us. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about the mind, body, and the spirit, just as you ended there with it. And then we're going to talk a little bit more about your book and the real results, which you shared with us briefly. We're going to go more into depth about it. So hold tight. Going to take a quick little reset, and then I'll be back with you. Woo! It's a lot of information, but isn't it all good? No one wants to become an older where it's not acceptable or appreciated or valued. You want to age with grace, dignity, and respect and regard and love of self first. And that's what we're going to talk about when we get back. But for now, if you're out there and you're not a member of my group, Leading Ladies Leaving Legacies, well, why not? This is where you belong. It's a community of women. And I was just told about numbers. We started off so small and it's grown, but we need more of you to come and share your vision, your mission, and your purpose, as Kellie is doing with us today, because that's what's important. Community, the community, the clan, the tribe, the group that you're with, whatever name you want to give it, join and become a part of a community that will support you in whatever your vision, mission, or purpose might be. And then again, there's another channel that I want you to be sure that you connect with. It's me, Joy Ruffin, fashioning femininity, style, and truth. Please don't do what I do sometimes, and then I go back because I feel guilty and I don't like that feeling. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Let me know more of what you want and more of what you need and maybe what you don't like. How does one grow without that? If you're open to growth and real leadership. And then in turn, after that, well, we have this. We have a workshop coming up, and it's all about how you can activate your style identity. It's all about balance, harmony, and unity. And that's what Kellie and I are talking about today, because it's head to toe, top to bottom, hair to shoes. And that's what I'm going to cover with you. It's at 7 p.m. I wanted to make it where any, every, and all could attend. And that's where I hope to see you. Now let's take a look at Kellie's graphic. The secrets of ages. I love the word ageless because aging is inevitable. Growing old is optional. Ageless beauty. And that's what she's talking about today. And she's sharing so much with us that's more than potent and powerful. It's something that we all need to know and be aware of. Take a screenshot, snapshot, get the link, and make sure you get to, I'm sure she said it's on Amazon and other places that you can get this book, because just like she's giving us tips and tools and nuggets here, there's so much more in this book. So now, Kellie, let's talk about the body, mind, and spirit aspects of what your whole vision, purpose, and what your mission is about when it comes to women aging with grace, dignity, and regard for their temple vessel, this thing we call the body.
All right. I know that there's a lot of you that just love your lotions and your potions, and I don't blame you because I lived with them for a very, very long time. Mm-hmm. But there comes a time in life where these products no longer work on your body. Give it 8 weeks, doesn't work. You got to find something else. So you end up spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on the old beauty, the old stuff that was in the beauty book, right?
Yes.
That's the old world. This is the new world. In this book, there are 14 chapters, and there is only one chapter on lotions, potions, serums, lasers. So if you want that sort of to go in that direction, I'm letting you have it. But that doesn't mean that you can't take care of the inside of your body, because remember, what goes on in the inside is reflected on the outside, especially your skin. You eat crappy food, it's going to show all over your skin. So as I'm just giving you a little preface here. So I'm really excited about this. I really want to start with the mind. That's chapter number 1, mindset. You know, when you have negative thoughts, like you're angry at yourself, or you're hateful towards someone else, or you're miserable and you're being a Debbie Downer, all of that, what happens when you do that? Your body starts sending actually it's your heart. Your heart sends a signal to your brain. Your brain has this signal, and then it does what the signal is. And in this case, you're having negative feelings. It releases cortisol and other unhappy hormones, things that make you unhappy. That's no good for your brain. You get lost. You are hurting. You're not living your life to the fullest. Your brain is so powerful, and yet we completely forget the ability that it has. All you have to do, in my humble, not even my humble opinion, I do this all the time. There's a technique that I use, and it starts with visualization. I mean, we all know visualizations, but
right.
There is a secret formula that I have been blessed to have been taught from my naturopath back in Toronto in 1985. It's so unbelievable that I can't even get into it. It's in the book. I don't want to give it all away, but it is so powerful that you will see a transformation almost immediately. And when you have I just want to take a look at one thing. Yeah, when you have all these negative hormones in your body, it releases cortisol. Okay, so what happens then? What happens then is it starts chewing away at your collagen. All right. So that's not a good thing either, because when you eat your collagen, your body itself starts to shrink, like those cheekbones.
Yes.
Like those cheekbones. Yeah. So the key thing, just a little tip for you, if you are feeling unhappy or sad, and you know that you can't control your mind is taking control over you. It's got that stinking thinking going on. That stinking thinking gets in the way, and yet we don't know what to do with that. The number one thing that you can do, and it is, you just ground yourself, stop whatever you're doing, and whatever you're thinking it's going on in your mind, you just flip it to the opposite, and you start thinking happy thoughts. Those happy thoughts will negate the negativity. They will help to calm down the collagen, just with the way the collagen gets destroyed. Yes. And then in so doing, you have happy hormones like serotonin. And what are some of the other ones?
Well, while you're thinking of some of the other ones, I love sharing. Sharing to me is love, and so on. And I got permission from one of my dear friends today. And I think if you haven't heard this will fit exactly verbatim what you just said about everything shows up on the face and how you relate and have ways of getting over that. And here's what she said, because we've heard this expression, women wear their hearts on their sleeves. She said, no, women wear their hearts on their face.
That's right.
And that's what you said, different verbiage, but the same meaning. And I love the way you're saying that. So just continue. I don't know if you've ever heard that before. It was the first time I'd heard it.
I've never heard it at all.
But I had never heard it either. And Samantha Weiland, who shared it with me, I'm sharing it with you because I said this is so profound, because it's so true for us women. Women don't wear their hearts on their sleeves. They wear it on their faces. And then when they are not, even sometimes when we feel that we're controlling our emotions, the emotions come through. So I will send that to you in a text so you can have it verbatim, because what you're explaining to us, Kellie, is exactly what she said. And now when you're saying it to me, that's what popped into my noodle. So I had to share that with you.
I think that's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
And true.
And that's even better. I love the fact that we are truth driven. Like, why tell a lie? It's only going to come back and bite you in the butt, plain and simple. It's just, you want to be the best that you can. So you want to provide the best knowledge, mind, body, skin, and soul to keep yourself moving forward in that happy place. One thing, I digressed a little bit. When it comes down to mind, body, skin, and soul, whatever,
right.
We're not really thinking about all these individual little systems. What happens is everything in your body is a system, and they all come together as one, believe it or not. And when it comes to get together as one, it's that much more powerful, and it helps everything be in balance. So when you're working, like in this case, if we have mind, body, skin, soul together, we've got an advantage of being stronger, healthier, and more effective. Here's the bottom line too. our whole body is made up of these signals. And when you go to sleep at night, these signals are standing by. And when you wake up in the morning, these signals are active and ready to start taking care of you and fixing yourself or doing things. And that is just so amazing to me, because it is a reflection of all of the pillars still coming together. There is no hesitation. It's like the little helper bees trying to take care of everything that's going on and around in your body. So if there is one pillar that is broken, the whole system is out of alignment and you're not living your best life. Because that's what really, one of the reasons I wrote this book. We want to live our best life ever. And that means, like, I'm 66, okay? And, you know, I've got 100 years left.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, but I want to have fun. I want to live my life, you know, like vitality. Do you know the definition of vitality, Joy?
I'm sure I do, but I want to hear it from you, and everyone else does. But before you give us that, Kellie, we're nearing the end here, and thank you for sharing all of this potent information with us. Some of us have an inkling about it. Some of us want more. And this is where we end with your real results, which is what you're sharing with us. Tell us what vitality means to you and how you want to leave us with some food for thought, something that we can marinate in. And more than anything, we're going to put up your graphic one more time so people can go, I think you said, to Amazon and get your book.
It's Amazon.
So this is what we want.
In fact, if you throw the banner up, there's an Amazon link. You just, I think it's clickable, or maybe it can't be on the TV, but you can actually just write it down and then, or just go to Amazon, Kellie Olver, Ageless Beauty, and you'll be able to find it. And it's only $19.99. Do you know a tube of
yes.
Yeah.
Love it. And I love the title, Kellie, because it's secrets. They really, but of ageless, because that's what people want. It's not about against, it's about ageless beauty. That's what I say. It's about pro beauty. And that's what you're about. How do you want to leave us? We're talking about real results and what you can do. You've already given us so much food for thought. What do you want to leave us with that people can take away?
But let me just quickly tell you vitality, because that's what we all aim for. Vitality is having energy. It's getting up every morning at 6 o'clock and running that 10-mile run. It's, lifting weights. It's going around and helping people. It's living life to the fullest. But how many people do that? I mean, how many 60-year-old people do you know that can do all of those things? Well, I'm 66 and I do all of those things. The reason why I can do it is because of the food that I eat. I haven't even talked about movement. There are special types of movement that 30 seconds, all out as fast as you can. Not only does it increase your human growth hormone by 540% but it also takes away 25 years off the face of a woman. Not of a woman, but it was a study that was done at McMaster University. She looked 25 years younger, and she was, the age group was 65 to 85. There are things that are out there that don't cost a lot of money, that keep your body moving, that get you into that place of absolute bliss and exciting things, because life is meant to be lived. Excitement, having your body all activated, that's living life with a smile on your face. And I think that's something that everybody wants to have. You just don't know how to get it.
Absolutely.
That's why
absolutely. There's no getting around that. And I love your description of what vitality is all about. You ended beautifully, and I'm going to take that as food for thought in my ending. Kellie, you always energize, inspire, and enlighten me. And it's always an honor to share time and space with you. I'm going to slip you into the green room, and I'll be with you in just a second. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Oh, my eagles, my league of eagles. If you're an eagle, you're here. And Diane, thank you for showing up. We always appreciate good company. I can only say this. I say it again and again and again. I honor your presence, your energy, and your openness to grow. This is one of the reasons why each and every featured guest speaker that I bring here, it's for more enlightenment, awareness, and awakenings for you, for me, and for all of us, because it's our time. And there is no empowerment without liberation. And that means a true and better understanding of who we are, why we're here, and what we're to do. And because we let go of the old conditioning and the space that was created for us. And we step into our true, innate, God-given power. And that begins to take place here and now. I'm going to ask you to join me each and every Wednesday for another soulful conversation with a featured guest. And every first of the month, I start off. But then if you're out there and you're tuning in now or come for the replay, there's a workshop that I'm having on Thursday, the 21st at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I would love it if you would come and attend. And we'll put a link up again when you play or replay this so that you can have it. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Joy Ruffin, Fashioning, Femininity, Style, and Truth, so we can stay connected. And if you want to go deeper, there are packages that are exploring for you and waiting for you on my website. And remember that beautiful things, truth, love, and beauty is what we're all about, are always unfolding for you there. Remember the theme, bloom boldly. The world needs your color. And did Kellie not bring us potent, powerful information today? Because you are the new force. Here's what she left me with. She left me with so much, but this is resonating and marinating up here. Vitality. That's what you want, no matter what season of life you're in. You want the energy and the emotions. You want to be able to energize yourself so that you can get up and move and go. And that means staying active and involved in whatever community or endeavor that you're a part of. And knowing that this body, this vessel, this temple was meant to be cherished. And that's what she's bringing to us. My Eagles, stay grounded, stay confident, and let your light always lead the way, because the world needs more of you. I send you always much, much love from my heart to yours. See you again soon. Until then, all the best and much love. Cheers.